So in today's video, we gotta get our Guardiola on. In today's video, we gotta get our Klopp on. In today's video, we gotta get our Mourinho on, baby. Because in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys what changed and what actually made me go 10-0 in the weekend league, but realistically 20-0 in the weekend league, because I did my qualifiers without losing a game. The only problem is I did take a disconnect loss. Now, would you say my starting 11 got better? Of course, but my starting 11 was never bad. Yeah, we did lose Winter Wild Neymar, but at the end of the day, we brought in Chiellini, we got Pedri, and we also brought in Torres. But the team is still just as good as our last week team, but we're doing much better. Now, I got custom tactics for 3-5-2, 4-2-2, 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and 4-3-2-1. 4-3-2-1 is the formation I'm actually running. But having the right custom tactics for each one of these formations is the reason your boy has been so successful this past weekend, or this weekend we're going through right now, I should say. Now, I know as a YouTuber, I should split this up and give you guys different videos, more views, you know, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna show you my custom tactics for each formation in this video and show you guys how it helped me win more games. Now, the reason it's important for me to show you a bunch of different custom tactics is simply because in different situations and different games, I gotta switch into different type of formations. It's just the way it works. 4-3-2-1 works beautiful against mostly everything, but there's times when somebody's playing me in a 3-5-2 and I feel like I'm a better player than him, so I just match him. Now, for you to be able to match somebody, you gotta make sure you have the right custom tactics. Just being in the right formation against the right formation doesn't work. You gotta be in the right formation plus the right custom tactics and have the players in the right positioning, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. Now, if this video helps you at all, I need you to smash that big old thumbs up. Can we get 4,000 likes in this video? Make sure to subscribe. We're gonna have gameplay in here as well, but let's get into us talking about these formations. Now, there's no part of me making this part of the video fun. Custom tactics and watching this is kind of boring, but at the end of the day, if you want to win more games, you gotta do it. First of all, you gotta make sure you have a well-balanced team. See, I went out and I got Walker, and the reason I got Walker was important. I knew that there's sometimes throughout my weekend league, I would have to go into a 3-back formation. I knew this was a very, very, very important thing. I knew that in this game right now, a lot of people were running 3-backs, and that I would eventually need to go into a 3-back formation. Now, for you to go into a 3-back formation, you can't just have any type of player. Players that can run the center back position well, that are right backs, are players like Walker, Reece James, and etc., etc. Two English guys I gave you there. So getting Walker was a very, very big part of this all working out. Now, I knew when I was putting this team together that there was a heavy possibility that this weekend league I would definitely go into the 3-back. So I thought to myself, okay, let me get Walker. That's why I got him. Then I got Spinazzola, and the reason I got him was not only the point that I got Chiellini, but I knew that if I went into a 3-back formation that he could play the right mid position for me fine because he has 5-star skills. And with the 5-star skills, I can go down the wing, still do elasticos. He still has good enough speed. He has decent enough passing for me to be able to feed, and he can still play the wing. Now, when you're in the 3-5-2, the right mid and the left mid are not going to be as important for you as, you know, as it usually is when you're in like a 4-3-3 or something. They're not going to actually be wingers for you, but they're going to defend in a very, 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 very major way. Now, the only downfall of this team when I'm in a 3-back is that Pedri goes out to the wing, and Pedri's just not a winger, but I still try to find the best I can for him when I do go into that formation. Now, I do got to tell you guys that I avoid going into the 3-back at all costs because I really don't want to be in the 3-back formation. Because when you defend, you're defending like you're in a 5-back, and I just don't like that style of FIFA. I don't like that style of football. So for me, it doesn't suit me as a player, but it is a very, very effective formation. Now, I got King Kenny and Senye and Neymar off the bench so I can have a lot of wingers. That's very, very important. I'm going to go ahead and start in the formation that I play the most and the formation that's really gotten me to where I am today. 4-3-2-1 has been an absolute insane formation for me. It's a formation that plays very similar to Nero, but I don't really like Nero because I don't have enough wing play. So playing this formation has given me a lot of success. Now, if you watch my yesterday video and where I showed my mega team, I also talked about these custom tactics, but I want to dip a little bit further into the 4-1-2-1-2 and the 3-back and this formation as well. We're going to go balance 42 just because it works. 72, that's a big high line. You know, a lot of pro players are running a high line. If you want to run a high line, you got to know one thing. You got to be confident with your ability to defend. Now, you're going to get hit on the counter a lot, but you got to be confident that you're going to be able to dominate games and that you're going to be able to score a lot of goals. If you're confident in that your ability, then do it. If not, lower this depth. It's not going to hurt you to lower the depth. That's okay. It's no problem. Direct passing is kind of important because what direct passing does this year, unfortunately, it's a really, really broken tactic. It's going to make your opponent's defensive back line just keep pushing back and back and back and back and back. It's going to put your players very, very deep. It's going to have center backs track your runners for the opponent's team, and it's going to give you a lot more ability to dominate the midfield. Unfortunately, it's just the way the game works this way. It's kind of dumb. I kind of wish EA would remove direct passing, but it's almost hard to play FIFA without direct passing on. Your width, we're going to lower it down to 30 because people are all attacking through the middle nowadays, especially if they're running narrow. You're going to run into a lot of narrow formations. People don't play narrow wide because they're afraid to bring their left back and their right back forward. And again, you can always pause the game at any time and up this if you want. But most people are attacking down the wings. Down the middle with the narrows. So this is going to work perfect for you. You don't need a lot of players in the box. You're already going to have plenty of passes. Because what the 4-3-2-1 is going to do for you boys is going to give you a lot of layoff passes. Like, for example, out of nowhere, you're going to watch your Pedri, who's my right center mid, and my left center mid, McKennie score a lot of goals. And the reason these guys are going to score a lot of goals, I'm not capping neither. I'll quickly show you that McKennie has a good amount of goals for someone who's so deep in the field. As you can see, he has 16 goals and 21 assists. So he's very, very involved around the box. Same thing with Pedri. I recently just got him. He already has 5 goals and 5 assists. So they're going to be doing a lot throughout games. They're not going to score as much as your strikers, but they are going to be having chances to score goals. So having players that can attack here in these positions is important. At the striker position, we're just going to have get in behind and stay central, okay? You don't want Mbappe really roaming. You want Mbappe to kind of stay where he needs to be. I personally like having 5-star skillers here. It's important to me. You're probably thinking to yourself, why would you run Torres as an outside player? I'm going to explain it in 1 minute. As you can see, Pele here is going to stay central and nothing else. So now how I want you to envision this team is that when a team is defending, when you're defending, I want you to picture everything going this way. So what do I mean by that? It's laying this way right now. Picture it this way. When you defend, Mbappe is going to go more left and Pele is going to come up top, right? 2 strikers. That's going to be your 2 strikers at all time, Mbappe and Pele. So it's going to be like a 4-4-2. My man Torres is going to be on comeback on defense and stay central. So this is going to make him take that left center mid spot. He's going to be your deepest attacker. He's going to come back to help defend. That's why I put Torres there, because I want to have my 2-star fast striker, the 5-star skiller fast strikers up top at all times. Then I have this guy helping. He's going to help attack, but he's also going to help defend. So Torres is kind of running back, doing all that stuff, okay? McKennie's going to be fully balanced except for stay center. Cover center. Everything else is balanced because I want him to roam. I want him to score. I want him to come back. Honestly, this position would be perfectly filled by Pogba, Pogba, because Pogba was insane back there. He would fit this absolutely amazing. Then you're going to have Sissoko on stay back while attacking cover center, and that's going to be perfect for you. That's all you need, okay? With Pedri, we're going to keep him fully balanced. We're going to let Pedri do Pedri type things. He's going to go forward. He's going to help defend. He is your cam, okay? So picture it in a 4-4-2, left center mid, right center mid. This is a cam. He plays right mid defensively, but then on your attack, he's gonna take that cam position. So this guy's doing everything all over your field, all right? He's helping you defend, he's helping you attack, he's defending the right mid spot. This guy's really important. Right here, we're gonna do stay back while attacking, and right here, you're gonna do stay back while attacking. As you guys can tell, these formations have a very, very low amount of instructions. And the reason for this is right now, boys, is that cards are so overpowered in FIFA, and we're seeing such high rated cards that we've never seen before in any FIFA, that it's going to allow you to let the player just roam, because the amount of speed that you have on players like McKennie and Pedri, and you can let them roam because they have so much speed to get back. That's the 4-2-3-1. That's one of my go-to formations. It's one of my most important formations. The next one I want to talk to you about is 4-2-2. Now, this one is a very, very important one, because this is the one where honestly, 4-3-2-1 is what I'm in the most. I'm going to keep it a full stack with you. But if the game is very, very tough, then I try 2 different formations. Narrow, I know how well I play narrow. I know that might sound weird, and I'm not trying to be cocky. I know how well I play narrow, but narrow is something I actually try to avoid right now, because 4-2-3-1 and narrow are very, very similar. It's just 4-3-2-1 gives you more of a width play, and it gives you a lot of extra passes in the box. Like I said, when you get the ball on Pele, he's gonna have a layoff to Mbappe and then possibly one more time up to McKennie. And I like that. I like the constant layoffs. 4-2-2 is one of those ones where when someone's in a 4-2-3-1 or a 3-back or something crazy like that, I'm having a tough game trying to break them down, or like heavy gameplay, I go into this. And this one is very, very important, right? Because we're going to keep this width at 40, we're going to keep the depth at 62, direct passing again, and 40 here, okay? Players in the box, simple, nothing going on here. Instructions, not a lot happening, man. Stay center, everything else balanced on our left striker. On our right striker, same thing. Stay central, balanced everything else. On the D-pad, you can have your left back and right back come back on defense depending on how your game's going. Then you're going to go out to the cam position where you're going to have balance fully across the board at your left cam. And the same thing on the right cam. For me, just keeping everything absolutely balanced. No point of causing too much, you know what I mean? Let the players kind of just play. McKennie's actually going to be my box to box. I'm going to allow him to kind of roam, balanced everything across the board here. Then I'm going to do stay back while attacking, cover center, and a stay back while attacking on my left back and my right back. Guys, it's super, super basic stuff when it comes to the 4-1-2 and 2 narrow, and even the 4-2-3-1. I want to jump over now and speak to you real quick about the 3-5-2. This is a very, very popular formation. This thing blew up. Everyone is running it. A lot of pro players are running it. I personally don't like the formation. It's not a formation that I feel crazy comfortable playing in. It's a formation that defends with a lot of players. I just don't like the way it attacks. But at the same time, it's very, very vital against other 3-back formations. So 42 62 width, 62 depth, very similar to the 4-2-2. Direct passing, 50 width, because here you don't really need to close it down because you're going to have so many players. You're going to have 2 defensive mids, you're going to have a left mid and a right mid, and then you're going to have 3 defenders. It's a lot of players already. No need to close that down. No point in that. You got jump up top to your strikers first. You're gonna have everything on balance up here. This is really, really basic stuff. You're not really touching anything, I swear to y'all. Everything balanced here. When you get to the cam, you're gonna leave him on stay forward because you want this guy to stay up. You wanna have that outlet pass. So Pele's on stay forward for me. Then you're gonna have 2 defensive mids, and both of these guys are gonna be on balance. Honestly, the 3-back, when you're running the 3-back, you don't want somebody like Sissoko. You want somebody like Jones, McKennie, Pogba. Now I keep saying Pogba, but when I say Pogba, I mean Pogba in real life. You want a guy that can help defend a little bit, but realistically, he's better going forward. You kind of just want that balance of a high, solid player, not a medium high. Here is 2 high highs is perfect for you. You'll be chilling. I throw Pedri out on the right. Here's going to be comeback on defense. And on the left, we're going to have comeback on defense again. And these tactics right here have helped massively, boys. No matter what I need to switch into, no matter at what time I feel that the game is going here, right? And I would say that's the biggest change of my weekend league this weekend. At any moment in the game, no matter who I'm playing against, I got 3-4 different formations where I feel like, okay, if this is not working, I can switch in a second and this will start working. So it's important for you to have different, mindsets throughout the game because that's just the way this FIFA works. Unfortunately, you got to find different ways to break down your opponents because how strong auto blocks are and how defensive this game really is. So we need to talk about the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow because that's one of the strongest formations in this game. Like I said, this one might be the most valuable one. This one might be the best one. It really just depends, man. So for me, this formation is extremely strong, but at times it kind of sucks to defend. But going forward, I feel amazing in this formation. High line, once again, is what I personally enjoy. And a lot of things that people are doing here is fast buildup. Now, you got to play with it. I played a lot of games with fast buildup. I played a lot of games without fast buildup. A lot of my boys that are pro players are running fast buildup. It really comes down to how you feel about the game and the situation that you're in and your ability to attack. Because this can be as defensive as you want or as aggressive as you want. That's what's great about the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Instructions, there's a lot going on. This formation, you got to do a lot. Stay center, get in behind on both of my guys, and stay forward. A lot going on, the strikers. I think it's really important that your cam has a 5-star skills, right? So get into the box for crosses, stay forward, and that's what you want to do here. Now, here's the big thing. A lot of people will be like, yo, I can't skill, and that's fine. You don't need to be a skiller, boys. We're not out here trying to be the next Ronaldinho. Having an elastico, which is a very, very simple, easily executed skill move. Having an elastico is huge in this game. If you can do an elastico, you can get by a lot of players. So an elastico 5-star skiller cam is going to help you a lot. And also, just being able to shot cancel is huge in this game, right? So having a 5-star skiller here for the elastico, do a lot of fake shot cancels, very, very important. That's why I leave Torres up top and put Pele behind. Again, I try to stay in the 4-2-3-1 as much as possible, but 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is a very, very, very strong formation. Right here on these guys, I'm going to go ahead and cover center with both of my outside guys, okay? Pedri and McKennie, we're going to do those guys on cover center, and that's how we're going to leave it. We're not going to mess too much around with them. Having those high guys really, really help a lot, especially with McKennie. He's great for this role. And then at the Sissoko spot, I'm going to cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. All right, you want to make sure this guy is on stay center, and also you should probably have cover center. Again, that's fully up to you. I always put cover center on all of my defensive mids. It's very, very important. Outside left back and right back, stay back while attacking. You can do overlap if that's what you want to run. It's fully 100% up to you. I'm going to leave one guy on overlap, one guy not on overlap. But again, I go back and forth with stuff all the time. Boys, these formations, these custom tactics is what works for me. Again, 90% of the time, I'm in 4-3-2-1. I found that formation very, very strong. I love the way I attack in it. Don't love the way I defend in it. But at the end of the day, I do love the way I attack. And then with 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, it's a very, very strong formation. You want to bring it down, up to you. I've seen people run 15. I've seen people run 30. I've seen people run a lot. I always keep it around 30. I've seen people drop it all the way down to 15. I've seen people take it to 20. It's really up to what you feel comfortable with, but I always keep it around 30. Very, very, very basic with most of my formations. And that, my boys, is what has gotten me to where we're at. Again, as you guys can see, my boy McKennie has been absolutely amazing for us. I think I've now had Pedri for 19 games, 5 goals scored, 5 against. Before I had Pedri, I already had 1 win in qualifiers, and that's where you guys can see I wasn't lying. I've dropped to 20. We just got to disconnect, unfortunately, but I dropped to 20 with these custom tactics with most of these players. So it's not just the team, it's the fact that we have changed to so many formations, so many customs, and being able to kind of adjust any which way that we want to go. Now, will I drop a 20-0 in the weekend league? Probably not. I'll probably choke somewhere 100%. But these formations, you know, have gotten me to where I'm at, and to be able to go undefeated in qualifiers and go 10-0 in the weekend league, I mean, that's good, right? We're not you don't have to drop a 20 every time you play this game, but just to be able to win more games than you lose, that's what it's all about. So hopefully this video helps you guys. I know there wasn't like a crazy amount of gameplay or anything like that, but I just want to make sure I got you guys the custom tags I'm using. I get so many questions about it. What am I doing? How am I doing it? So that's what has given me the most success. I hope it gives you guys the same amount of success. If it did, like I said, big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all being a part of the channel. Wish me luck. Hopefully I drop a 20. That would be amazing. But we have a lot of work to put in. So hey, man, let me go back to playing Weekend League, and hopefully these custom tactics help you guys. Hey, thanks for watching, Booyah Nation. We out. Booyah.